Night. What are we going to see tonight on our Las Vegas Strip live drive? We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel, and this is one of the things we really love to do with you guys, and that is the Las Vegas Strip live drive. We never know what we're going to see here, so please like and subscribe, buckle in, and let's go cruising on this Saturday night. We're here outside Bootlegger Italian Bistro, Food and Gaming Hall. Tobin, welcome, brother. Good to see you, man. I'm gonna get started. I've been reading things that tell me sitting in a parking lot is not a good way to start a live stream, so I'm just gonna keep rolling, I guess. $4.49 a gallon. They have, as I'm sure they have everywhere, just jumped up gas prices all over the place. Traveling housewife, welcome in. Good to see you. I didn't know if this Tahoe was going to do anything there. Vids from Mike, welcome. Familiar faces, or at least familiar names. Love seeing you guys on this Saturday night. This is going to be the last Saturday. Actually, it's not even dark. You can still have the sun out there. I think sunset's officially at like 5:40, so. Of course, we lose the hour tonight, which, yuck. I'm not a fan of, but yeah. So, Jobin, what was Christopher doing there the other night? I couldn't keep up with it. I was curious what I saw. You said something about I told you before, Brooks, or something like that. So I'm just curious. Usually he doesn't mess around too much, but I know that I've heard from others too who said that he kind of tries to flirt a little bit, sometimes even a little bit too much, and that's not okay. So I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable being in here. Joseph Wooten, welcome in, brother. How about the Knights, huh? Fell out of first place after last night. That is not the way you want to go into the postseason as we wind down the NHL regular season here. Now into March. We've got St. Patrick's Day coming up 10 days from today. Be down on Fremont Street. Live streaming, bringing that to you. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. But we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Not just the glitz and glam of Las Vegas Strip and Fremont Street, but everything that is Las Vegas. We're at Warm Springs Road right now and Las Vegas Boulevard. About to go up to the, oh, look at that. That whole bus is wrapped in the Raider Nation. All routes run to the Raider Nation. So I guess that's an ad for the team and not for like one of the stores. They have the Raider image stores and stuff like that. They are, yeah, and then they lost Mark Stone, right? I thought I saw they lost Mark Stone. That's not a good thing either to have happen. Especially as you approach the playoffs. I mean, and they're in, you know what's ironic is they're in the weakest division in the NHL right now. All the other divisions, if they were in any other division, they wouldn't have been in first for so long. The Pacific is looking kind of weak this year, unless someone gets going. Hopefully that'll be the Knights. But we'll see. Pacquiao and Mayweather are coming back here. I think that's in September. They've agreed to another fight. We are live streaming on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Facebook, and of course right here on YouTube. Very grateful to all you guys coming cruising with us. Old Celica, well, not terribly old, but you don't see many of those anymore. And the Raiders, which, you know, they might as well just raise the white flag now and just give up on next season. If you're looking at buying season tickets, Uncle Lester, welcome in. No, I've never spoken to him. But thank you so much for the dono. Love having you here. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you so much for the dono, the super chat. Love you guys. Yeah, so they, oh nice, Joseph. Right on. I think that's next weekend, isn't it? Next Saturday? That's right, yeah. Awesome. So, this is Sunset Road, by the way. Yeah, they traded away Max Crosby, the Raiders did.
Approaching a level crossing.
Which, I mean, some people are very upset about. Other people, I mean, you know, if you're rebuilding, you want to try and get all the capital you can for whatever assets you may have. They released Geno Smith. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Tobin. I wasn't sure. Bill Cosby. I have not spoken to him either. He never takes my calls. 85 of you here on YouTube. Thank you guys for coming in. Very grateful to all of you. Speed limit drops down to 35 in here. Yeah, for West Virginia. Yeah. And Tobin knows him, of course, because they played for the Seahawks up there in the PNW before he came down here. There's the welcome to fabulous Las Vegas sign. It's been here since 1959. Designed by Betty Willis. Shout out to Tobin. I wouldn't know any of this stuff without him. And we did just go to the Pinball Hall of Fame this week. I have that video. I just need to do the voiceover and throw it up there. Pinball Hall of Fame. It's pretty cool. They have a lot of different stuff. Okay, cool, Tobin. Thank you, buddy. Vegas time. Yes, 97. Welcome. Not yet, Darth. Nope, it is not looking nice yet. Hopefully one of these days. But not today. It's still well under construction there. Mandalay Bay over there off to the left. $4.49 a gallon at the Shell for regular unleaded right there. Per gallon. For our international viewers who may be used to the liter, there's about roughly 4 liters in a gallon, 3.78. Yeah, I know, Darth. It's crazy that I can't believe how long that roadway has been destroyed. They have just completely uprooted so many lives over there. Everyone has to avoid it completely. But yeah, Max Crosby, he's bye-bye. They got 2 first-round picks for him from the Ravens. So I guess that's a good thing, right? You want your trade capital. You want to be able to try and rebuild. They're talking about, of course, Fernando Mendoza from Indiana, the quarterback that just won. Oh, thanks, Owen. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate you. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. Gross gaming revenue in January down 11% here on the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah, absolutely, Traveling Housewife, yes. Yeah, I mean, at least maybe he has a shot at a ring. And I'm sure that's what he was thinking. He's like, you know what? It's not going to happen for me here. But at least they didn't trade him to someone within the division. That would have been brutal. And they traded Khalil Mack away. Remember that? That was another dunderheaded decision. Dr. Gonzo, no, he couldn't make it tonight. Unfortunately. The wind got to him with the allergies. It's been really windy here the last few days. And it's been out of the north, so when it does that, it tends to bring in a lot of the tree and grass pollen from out there, which definitely affects me. Hold on to the briefcase, yes. That's right. There is the world famous Luxor pyramid right there. Everything costs more here in Vegas. And we will be, of course, live streaming on Fremont Street after this video, after this stream, here on the Las Vegas Strip. But we love bringing you the Las Vegas Strip, the latest, for the week of March 7th, here on the Vegas Don channel. Staying in August, nice. Nice, stay indoors. That's a good way to, good time of year to stay indoors. Look at this, there's like no traffic. No nothing. They have all the barricades moved away, which is a good thing. And one of the other things about living here, You have to watch out for the schools. I mean, I've alluded to it many, many times during all of the videos that we do. It is, there are so many instances of teachers doing very bad things with students. I know that they when they were really desperate for teachers, they lowered a lot of the standards to bring people in. I think all you needed was like a bachelor's degree to come in or something like that. 120, yeah, well that's exactly what we've got. Yep, 120 that time of year. So you'll be fine. And then there was a case of a child that at an elementary school who has, I guess, special needs, and he was choking on some food at lunch, and the administrators ignored him, and he ended up passing. And now that family has filed suit. So the schools in this town are just a mess. With I mean, they lowered the hiring standards and all that. Fine, but for teachers' aides and stuff like that, those standards have got to be even lower. And they play the games with the numbers, right? Which is what every school district has done over the course of forever. And so they'll take like janitors and plop them into a room with 40 kids, and they'll just implement some sort of lesson plan that some administrator somewhere gave them. And it's pretty much just babysitting, glorified babysitting. It is a shame. Yeah, the whole thing is a shame. Yeah, the schools here are just awful, not to mention bottom 5, bottom 10 every year in educational outcomes and achievements. Mexico in the house. Welcome, Ramon. Thank you for being here. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. And oh, by the way, here at MGM Grand on the right, one of the greatest magicians, well, I don't know, at least he's very popular, of all time. He's going to be doing the greatest disappearing act ever. He's going to disappear from Las Vegas. Probably for good. David Copperfield, leaving on April 30th. He's been here for like decades or something. And April 30th, no more. In fact, I see a billboard with his face on it right up here in front of us as we go by MGM Grand. Look at that. Okay, so that pedestrian sidewalk does not look very busy at all. The overpass there. Let's get over here. Yeah, they'll be changing that signage on that billboard truck very soon. Yeah, no, that happens. And you know what's funny? Cinnamon and I, we've watched a lot of videos like that with teachers that were, under the influence in the classroom. And they make entire videos about it, like on YouTube and stuff. It's really wild. Speaking of which, please like and subscribe to my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does awesome astrology and spirituality videos right here on YouTube. Cinnamon and Jupiter, common spelling. She's got some great material coming up as well. So hopefully you'll be able to check that out. We got the Zooks over here. Little army of Zooks. An army of 2. Ferrying people around instead of Uber or taxis. I always wonder, like, they said that the Waymos, when the Waymos all lost their minds in San Francisco like a month ago or whatever, when the power went out and they all just kind of stopped wherever they were, they said that the Waymos, I don't know, it depends upon your opinion of that. Please throw her a like and subscribe. She's brand new here to YouTube, and she does exactly what her name says. But I'm not going to tell you where because I want you to go check it out. Really, really cool. Of course, I can't forget my buddy Mike. Vids from Mike. Sensational sunrise and sunset drone videos and plane spotting videos as well, especially if you like the Qantas 787. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Go check him out. Throw him a like and subscribe. The Cardzilla, yeah. Just probably not in July or August. They don't have a roof on that thing. That's going to be brutal. So this crosswalk here, a little bit busier than the last one we saw there, but not, still, yeah. It's a little thin. It's looking a little thin on the crowds. Yeah, and Tobin's going to be here. That'll be fun, getting to see Tobin for the first time. So city data shows 77% of Las Vegas's, the city's Las Vegas severe and fatal injuries occur within just 11% of its streets. That is a pretty startling statistic. Now that's not all of Clark County. That's just the city of Las Vegas, but still, within 11% of its streets. That's there's something wrong with those streets. Then that's what that tells me. When you start seeing stats like that, the outliers, they tend to get the attention. Or not the outliers. The outliers are the rare ones. It's the ones that cluster in the middle. Those are the ones that get the attention. Advertising Chris Angel there. Hanging out and watching some Sugar during their only performance this week on Fremont. Next week, I think they're out there two nights next week. 2 nights. I emailed Maya and asked her for a schedule for April, and she sent it over, so that was really nice of her. As we cross over and take a look at the Bellagio, so we can try and plan and know exactly who's playing on what night. They did, ironically, the same day that I did that, they released, yeah, Zooks is not going to try and get across the intersection here. Paris and the Eiffel Tower, I'm going to just hang out here. I just separated the Zookses from one another. I wonder if they're going to shriek, let out loud cries now. Fremont, welcome, Eric on Facebook. Thank you so much. Nice, that's where we're heading. We're heading up to Fremont. Very cool. Yeah, we do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don Channel. And there is the Paris balloon right there. And then, of course, the aforementioned Bellagio. We've got the green light, but John Legend wouldn't be happy with this one. He's not going to go anywhere. Let's get over here. There we go. Beer Park, rooftop bar, and grill. Come on down. Month of March, of course, a very busy month for sports. You've got NBA and basketball starting to wind up. Or wind down, I should say. And then, of course, March Madness, which I'm not supposed to say because it's copyrighted. You have to pay money to someone to say that word, but whatever. I'm just a little guy. So look at these. Yeah, we have some crowds over here. Not the greatest we've seen here on the Strip. Yeah, Eric, I would do the same. Eric on Facebook said the Strip is too expensive. He's a diamond member of Caesars. He still visits Fremont often. I would do the same. Everyone loves saving money. I mean, how could you not, especially in this environment? We just saw gas prices shoot up $5 million this week. And the Fremont hotels, despite the fact that their numbers are down more than the Strip last year, both in terms of revenue and heads in beds, which is one of the terms they like to use. I'm just going to get in front of the billboard truck. He's just hanging out there. They're running specials downtown to try and bring people back. And in order to do that, they're going to have to, really. You would think that these guys down here, the big strip casinos, would be doing that. Nope, not really. Caesars is doing a special on like shows or something like that. Now, of course, Caesars is for sale, which we just learned last weekend, and they're talking about Tillman Fertitta. I don't know how to pronounce his name. He owns the Golden Nugget. He also owns a whole bunch of different other things too. He is looking at buying Caesar Palace over there. So Diamond Scissor member sounds. It is interesting, yes. Yes. Welcome to Caesars. Flamingo over there on the right. It's been there since 1946. And then you've got the Horseshoe with its huge marquee here next to Old Red. And they're advertising John Deere on the Horseshoe. Anywhere they can get the money, right? They're advertising anything and everything they can. 78% of the workforce was foreign born. That's why they don't draw. Ah, I see. Okay. That makes, okay. I know also they said that Canadian traffic to downtown, to at least the 3 casinos that are running that special on par or whatever, where it's dollar for dollar when gambling, Canadian dollar for US dollar when gambling only, at the D, Circa, and Golden Gate. Those are all the 3 that are owned by Derek Stevens. And he's the one that was running the specials. But they said that visitation has been up, consequently. So, from Canada. So we'll see if that is a harbinger of a larger trend throughout the town when the new numbers come out. Usually the numbers come out at the end of the month. And they've been burying them. Usually the convention authority likes to bury those numbers, the visitation numbers, on a Friday afternoon. It's what they call the old dump and run, right? When you got news that it's not so good, you just do the old dump and run. And you dump the news and then no one pays attention to it because it was released just before the weekend. People aren't thinking about things like that on the weekend. There's the Hard Rock. By the way, the Hard Rock in Florida, the one in Hollywood, it was never cheap to stay there. It's been there probably close to 10 years now, I think. 9 or 10 years. But it's never cheap to stay there. It is like, $400 a night and up to stay at the Hard Rock guitar-shaped hotel down there in Hollywood. I don't know if they're going to do that here with the prices. We will find out. The D is the place to be. Yeah, they have some cool bartenders in there too. And they have, they have the tables. The table games are downtown. They almost always seem to be far busier than what you're seeing on the strip here nowadays. Look at these crowds. We do have do have the Con Expo, the world's largest construction in Las Vegas this week at the convention center. That wrapped up today. If you joined, there were massive crowds down on Fremont Street on Tuesday and Wednesday when we were able to go down there and live stream. There were a lot of people, and it was kind of hard to move around, in fact. But you could tell who was in that industry because they were all wearing flannel. Everyone was wearing flannel down there. But they've switched up the music. So tonight we've got Bling starting at about 8 p.m. Pacific. And then we've got, yeah, no, me too. The old Hard Rock, compared to what the new one's going to be, it's got, yeah. The one in Hollywood, Florida, it's really fascinating. I mean, it's really a beautiful building. And the lobby downstairs, and again, the one in Florida, they destroyed they had an entire outdoor dining and entertainment complex out there. The Seminole Indians did. And they just completely destroyed it and replaced it with the guitar-shaped hotel, which was the opposite of what the hotel casinos are doing here, right? They're taking their buffets and turning them over to private enterprise and calling them food courts or food halls or whatever they call them nowadays. It's the same thing you find in the mall, right? And, they're selling, or leasing out portions of their space to other people. The Seminoles did the exact opposite. They destroyed what was known as the Seminole Paradise, with all the bars and shopping and etc. outside. They had a Harley shop there, like a Harley Davidson shop and everything. It was a pretty cool spot, Seminole Paradise. But nowadays they have everything under their own roof. So the lobby there at the Hard Rock hotel-shaped guitar in Hollywood, it is very high-end shopping. They had the whole floor is nothing but, you know, casino games and stuff like that. And I imagine they're going to do much the same here. Let's see if I can get around this guy here. I don't want to sit in this intersection. But if you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe, you guys. We do all things Vegas here on the Vegas Don channel. And I don't know if these guys are turning or what the deal is here. There we go. Yep, that's exactly what they're doing. So Fashion Show Mall looking like it's getting a little business here. That lane, both of those lanes are backed up. Unless they're heading over to, no, that would be Fashion Show Mall, yeah. So we cross Sands Avenue, the world famous Las Vegas Sphere over here off to our right. But you can't see it from here. And we lose our signal every time we drive over there, so I would bring it to you otherwise. 45 likes, thank you, Mr. Yes, can we get to 60, you guys? So please smash that like and subscribe. And also check out Brother Tobin up there in the Pacific Northwest, Tobin Explores. He does some terrific work up there, showing areas that I never even knew existed. Sharing is caring. Right on, Eric on Facebook. Thank you so much. We are live streaming here on Twitch, Kick, Rumble, Facebook, and YouTube. And so I have to remember when other people chat on the other platforms to make sure that I mention the platform they're on, because you guys can't see each other. The Facebook and YouTube folks, you guys can't see each other in the chat. So very grateful to all you guys hanging out with us. Wynn Main Gate. We got the Wynn and Encore over here on the right. And then Resorts World, which has kind of been a laughing stock in terms of just the way it's been run and everything else. They are taking some cranes home on the other side of the street there. The heavy construction equipment is leaving Las Vegas. I know this guy wanted to get over, okay. And then the Fontainebleau, another very expensive place. I think they're offering free parking for locals. I thought I saw that somewhere. So that's kind of a thing. Ah, thank you, Tobin. Yes, perfect. And the Strat. We were at the Strat. We did a live stream from the Strat on Tuesday. We were there and watched the sunset up there with you guys. That was a lot of fun, getting to hang out with you guys on a weeknight, on a school night, watching the sunset. And I had to do it before the time change, of course, because by the time that comes, that's at like, you know, 8 o'clock or whatever here in the desert. But I'm glad we were able to do that. And they had the happy hour there, and they were very generous with the poor. I have to say that. They were very generous with the poor there at happy hour at the top of the Strat. Top of the world is what they call it. It's during the week, it was $28 to get up there. But you could save like $6 on Groupon, so it's $22 to get up there and, you know, take a look around. They have like little like light bites. There's not like a bar and grill or anything up there. It's just there's one bar, and then they have like this little. It's almost like a sandwich shop, pretty much. That's up there. Circus over here on the left, and then a little souvenir shop at the top of the world there. The Rio, yes, and that's, you know, that was another thing people were scratching their heads about when Caesars sold it. Like, because that was a big moneymaker for Caesars. You don't? Where you at, Eric? On Facebook? I wish we didn't change time. I was telling my wife earlier, I'm like, this sucks. The time change. Losing an hour. Wake up and then have to deal with meetings on Monday morning, of course. It's only an hour. But for those of you who travel all the time, of course, no big deal. Yeah, Missy, it does. It's oh, and that's a good reminder too to change your batteries in your smoke detectors, right? They tell us to do that when the time changes, so we remember to do it. Felipe, welcome. Apologies if you've come in and I've missed you in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I Gotta pay attention to the road, of course. But yeah, it's funny when you're at the Strat, there's really no indication of the neighborhood that lies just behind the Strat, right? They do a pretty good job of separating everything so that you don't see what's going on and the people that you know would wander in and stuff like that. Locals park free at the Strat, which was pretty cool. Look at this. This is kind of an eerie sight, right? All these cranes over here. But again, that was all for the what was it called? Con Expo. The construction. And actually, I think they said there were 139,000 people in town for the construction expo. Stylo, welcome. Good to see you. Scott, welcome. Yes, Scott. Did they give you a ride back, though? That's the question. I always wondered that. They'll give you a free ride there, but do they give you a ride back? At the bungalows, okay. 308 of you here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Love having you here. 5 of you here on Facebook. And I can't see YouTube. I can't see Rumble, but grateful for all you guys coming to hang out with us on this Saturday night. We do this every Saturday night here on the Vegas Don channel. So please smash that like and subscribe. Tala, T-A-L-L-A, Orala. Now I can't tell. Italian Soul, it says right there, but there's a tree in the way. Here at the Sahara. It might be Rala. Looks like there's a tail there. They don't. Oh my goodness. So you gotta take a taxi after that. Wow. Now I know. Because I've had people ask me, like, how do you get home? Bao. Okay, so it's B. That's right. Bala. That's right. We saw that last week. I don't know why I didn't remember that. This is Sahara Avenue, major east-west artery here in town. And the Bonanza gift shop right over here off to our left, deemed, or at least self-billed, the world's largest gift shop. Before that, there was an Honest John's in there, in addition to some other businesses. 6 people to 1 room bunk beds. Wow. Oh my goodness. Yin is here. Welcome in, Yin. Please like and subscribe to Brother Yin here on YouTube. He's up there in the Bay Area, and he loves plane spotting. So please throw him a like and subscribe. Really, really cool dude. He will be here later this evening, in fact. Unexpected trip to Vegas. He was going to come in April. But Qantas, mentioned Qantas earlier. Sydney to Vegas coming up in December, the end of the year. And then we have the story. I wasn't going to share it, but I want to make sure you guys hear all things Vegas. I'm going to try and clean it up a lot, though. This is the Arches, the City of Las Vegas Arches here. $6 million. 6. Tobin got me on that one. Thank you, Tobin. $6 million it cost him to put those things in. But it's kind of cool. It's a good place to take a photo for sure. It's at night. You can't really see the lights during the day, of course. This is Main Street right here. I'm going to cut through the Arts District, and oh, lo and behold, no tag on the vehicle in front of us. What a surprise. So this week, we had the story of some individual at the Flamingo Hotel and Casino who at, I guess, 4 or 5 in the morning decided he was going to go out to the flamingo habitat that they have in the back of the Flamingo and bird nap one of the flamingos. He did. He made it all the way upstairs to his room, at which point he did some very, very wrong things to the bird. Now, Vegas, you know, usually you don't have to worry about, you know, when you drink outside and stuff like that. I don't see anybody here. There's nobody here. Okay. You don't have, I mean, you know, some of the stuff that you have to worry about in other cities, like drinking outside and stuff like that, not a thing here. But you cannot do things like that, no matter, you know, no matter. And that was just awful. It was really, really awful. And the judge, I think the judge hit him with, was it $12,000 or something like that, a bail, and said that he had to surrender his passport because he's from, I think he was from Canada, but that doesn't matter. Could have been from Podunk, Iowa. It wouldn't matter. I mean, that sort of heinous act. Angie on Facebook. Welcome in, Angie Reddy. We are on Main Street, crossing the state streets as they're known here in town. Also, Tobin, could you drop the link for Angie, the Angie and Chuck show? Angie's with us over on Facebook. Yes, Eric on Facebook, the Arts District. They are trying to build this place up. And let me see if I can point this over here. So they have these, it says Volkswagen. It looks like an old-time dealership, but there's like a Porsche 911 in there and stuff. Not sure what they're doing. We're gonna make this left in here if we can. I think we can. The little engine that could. And circle back. We got Mona Lisa hanging out over here next to a showgirl. And if you're into movies, in particular the Hangover series, the Hangover 3. Guys, we're walking across the street right here at Main Street, right there on the left. And they were for hopefully forever memorialized in this mural that you see here at, what is that? Imperial and Main Street. And there they are. The dudes from the Hangover series. Doug, Alan, Stu, and Phil. But they walked right here across this segment of Main Street in the movie. They changed the names of the businesses and all that, but in the mural you can see the Strat in the distance, the same as it is right now. Go ahead and make this turn here. So again, tonight we'll be live streaming from Fremont Street. We will do Bling, and then Tony Marquez Band, and then we will ping pong a little bit between Alter Ego, and they're doing a DJ down at the Main Street stage, which is unusual. Usually they do the live bands at that hour. They've been doing some weird things this week with the Construction Expo in town. I'm not sure if it's because of the Construction Expo or what the deal is, but this is California Avenue. Antique Alley Mall over there on the left. Bonneville Transit Center directly ahead. City Hall directly ahead. And this is, oh, we got Metro out here. Why is Metro out here? So we have, oh gosh, okay, so they are protesting over here on the corner of Charleston and Main Street. So Metro's out here across the street, I guess, to make sure that they don't become unruly or whatever. But it's a small crowd. It's only like, looks like it's about maybe 3 dozen people, something like that. Aloha, welcome Cheech. Thank you for being here. I just looked up. Thank you guys. Linda's here. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and coming cruising with us on this Saturday night, where we spend less time in bed tonight in a lot of states across the country tonight because we lose an hour of sleep. Oscar's classic Never Goes Out of Style Steakhouse, advertised on the billboard there on the left. Yeah, they're all screaming over there on bullhorns and stuff. They're protesting their word, not mine, the war and all that right now. And I'm not sure why they're over here. They're in front of a little bus depot for the El Paso limo line. That's right over here on the left. Welcome to Las Vegas, yes. Yeah, and so how many was that? Probably a dozen officers we saw over there, just lined up, waiting to see if they were going to do anything. But there's nothing around here. I mean, it's, you know, the Arts District, but I don't know. Maybe they thought that they would start raiding the antique shops or something. I don't know. The Smith is the Performing Arts Center. Yes, yes, absolutely, Eric, on Facebook. Got the green light here. So we'll continue northbound on Main Street. Tattoo shop over there on the left. And guys, $10 tattoos, it just cannot be worth it. There are some places here in Vegas that advertise $10 for a tattoo. You're not gonna get good work for $10. It's just, I wouldn't even think $100 would be a good job. This is the English Hotel right here, where again Nicolas Cage likes to come and hang out, throw his car right there in front, go inside and have himself a little snack, maybe a drink or something. And then over here on the right, we've got Snowball. This kitty cat's been here since 2014, here on the corner of First Street and Coolidge. Come on down, say hi to Snowball. He doesn't have a snowball's chance of surviving in summer, but he's done it for the last 12, or at least 11 summers. This is Casino Center Boulevard right here. And also follow us on Instagram, VegasDon4747. We do a lot of Vegas-related stuff that's not here on YouTube over there. Very grateful to all you guys checking us out. And this is 3rd Street. Yeah, vids from Mike got a great shot of the 787 coming into Vegas on his channel. Definitely go throw him a like and subscribe. Really cool stuff. And we gotta wait for these guys here. There we go. No, wow, that guy came flying. There we go. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. We do this every Saturday night. Very grateful to all of you guys coming to hang out with us. As we cross Hoover Avenue and approach Gas. But we will not be passing Gas at this intersection. We'll be making a right onto it. 387 of you here on YouTube. Thank you so much for being here. And this is, again, Las Vegas Boulevard. For First Friday last night down on the Fremont, didn't look really crazy, unless I missed some things. Tobin, did I miss the craziness on Fremont? I know last month, First Friday, they had a lot of kids down there, like teenagers and stuff, for some reason. I didn't see any of that last night. Right in that building, wow. Very cool. Thank you, Tobin, I appreciate you, buddy. Angie and Chuck, please check out the Angie and Chuck show here on YouTube. They are in Iowa, I believe, right? I think it's Iowa. If you've ever watched TV's Pawn Stars, best I can do is show you the outside of it. They won't let me take the camera inside. This is it right here. The Pawn Stars building with its world famous signs. And this is Pawn Plaza over here with his bar, Rick's Bar. That's Rick Harrison's bar on the 2nd floor, as well as his Rick's Smoking Barbecue. Put some South in your mouth right there on the 1st floor at Pawn Plaza, opened up in 2015. I saw that, Angie, yeah. Yeah, Tobin mentioned it to me. Very, very sad. Oop, let me get out in front of these guys here. There we go. There is the front of the world famous Gold and Silver Pawn Shop. Very original name. Hey, Tuna, welcome in. Only 2 in cuffs. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't terrible compared to last month. Last month was, wow. I couldn't believe how wild it got down there. $7.99, 2 slices of pizza and a soda. So I went I think that was Wednesday, I was down and I went to Pizza Rock, had a slice of pizza. It was okay. It was $8 for a slice of pepperoni. So Across the street at Fremont Casino, it is $9.99 for one slice and a soda. Very grateful to all you guys hanging out with us. And also, please check out my beautiful wife and her channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter, here on YouTube. Astrology and spirituality videos. And her good friend, dear friend, Bethany. Clark Avenue right here. That's not her name. Why did I say that? Thinking of someone else. Traveling housewife right here on YouTube. She does exactly that. So please throw her a like and subscribe. She's brand new to YouTube. I don't know why I said that name. It's not her name. Apache Motel. The old Apache Motel sign. Yin! All right, brother. I'll see you later. Thank you for jumping in. Carson lot over here looking about halfway full. It's usually a good harbinger of what we're going to see here on Fremont Street. See if the construction folks are hanging out in their last night in Vegas, or if they decided to take off and leave town today on the final day. Now, they've had this area over here off to the right on Fremont Street closed for the Mint 400, which is what that event was that was going on I think it's 2 days, right? Friday, Saturday. It's the off-road show that they, or off-road race that they do here out in the desert, down by Sloan, just south of town. And so we saw those four-wheelers and off-road vehicles. Right now, there's a huge police presence over here on Fremont with a whole bunch of people standing on the sidewalk. I don't know what's going on over there. Not sure what they had going on. And then, of course, in addition to Pinball Hall of Fame, which I need to post the video for, and I will very shortly. Also, please consider becoming a member. Members get early access to new upcoming videos, so you can get your binge on. Your Vegas binge. This is Stewart Avenue, by the way. So in addition to Pinball Hall of Fame, we also went to Mob Museum. The videos that I got from there were much shorter because they had a lot of personnel, and they do not allow you to video in there. They tell you that right at the beginning. So I had to be pretty surreptitious about it. Clandestine and all that. So those videos are not very long, but I will throw them up. And then some of the videos, there is a lot of gore, let's call it, in some of the displays that they have in there. So, special event ahead, it says. So, they had like, pew-pews on display in there too. And I certainly can't put video of that up, so I need to edit that stuff out. But it was cool to go in there, and I did go into the speakeasy down there in the basement, the bar that they have there in the basement, and that was pretty cool too. I did not buy anything at the speakeasy. I just wanted to go in and see what it was like. They actually have a couple of TVs in there, so you can keep up with whatever game you want. And we've got to get over here. Here we go. Oh my goodness. What was that? Something in the road. Moonshine tastes awesome. Okay, cool. Thank you, Eric, on Facebook. Thank you. Have to try it out someday. But here in downtown Las Vegas, temperature outside, car says it's 68 out there, but it has been very windy. That's true, Joseph, yeah. Yeah, they want to calm everything down for sure. Especially before, well, Saturdays usually seem busier than Fridays down here. So there is Main Street Station right there in front of us. And Main Street is owned by the Boyd Gaming company. Boyd Gaming also owns Sam's Town. They own the California down here, as well as Fremont Casino down here. So it's, you might think Main Street Station would be owned by one of the station casinos. However, that is not the case. Speaking of Boyd Gaming, they did just implode Eastside Cannery this week. So that building has now been brought to the ground. Decent buffets, excellent. Thank you, Rich. We always wonder about that. And Brother Sal, I think Sal has been, I know he's been there, but I don't know if he's had the buffets. We need to ask him. Ask Sal if he's had the buffet there. Please check out Cali Plains and Cali Drives here on YouTube as well. My good buddy Sal. We love Sal. Does some awesome plane spotting videos at LAX and San Fran. And then sometimes even at San Jose. And he'll come over here and do some plane spotting at Vegas. But the big boys, of course, they go to LA and San Fran usually, so. Juan! Shout out to Juan from Canada. Thank you for joining us, buddy. James Markley, welcome in. So over here on the right, you have the Plaza Hotel and Casino, facade of which was used in the 1989 movie Back to the Future 2. But before it was known as the Plaza, it was known as the Union Plaza. That's because it was right there where the Union Station was for the railroad station. Crowds over here at Fremont looking pretty fair. It is 6:11. I went live early, a little bit earlier today because of the time change. Wanted to try and get out ahead of losing that hour tonight. Plaza Hotel over here off to the right, and the Golden Nugget, which, by the way, when we did our Wednesday live stream, we actually got to see for the first time. I've never even seen it, and I've lived here since 2011. But we got to see the actual Golden Nugget that's inside there. So that was at 16 pounds. The one that was unearthed up there, or down there, I should say, down under, in Australia. And they have it on display inside the Golden Nugget. These guys are all honking at each other. Not sure why I have a taxi behind me. Usually the taxi's just going to hang out here. He's not going to go anywhere. All right. And we have this sidewalk here. But when we were in there on Wednesday, they had that one... what was the name of that place? It was a Mexican cantina bar or something, but I don't remember the name of it. But it was packed on a Wednesday night. And it was supposed to close in an hour. I think we were in there at 8 p.m. It was supposed to close like an hour later. Inside Golden Nugget there. It was really busy. Here we go. How much is it tonight? For 0 to 24 hours, $50 US to park Friday to Sunday at the Golden Nugget, unless you're a hotel guest. Christopher J. Brooks, how was your beautiful day and your beautiful week and your beautiful year? This is Bridger Avenue right here. Christopher, we love you. Please pay attention to the mods, buddy. We love having you. But the mods are here for me to make sure that I stay safe with the channel here on YouTube. Can't have, you know, unusual stuff being posted and, you know, whatever. Not saying you did that. But then I'm not saying you didn't. But we love you, Christopher. And we'll be live streaming Bling tonight. And I know Christopher J. Brooks loves Bling. And Christopher, no, that was Hunter. Hunter, where's Hunter Kelly? Hunter Kelly was down here on Wednesday night and never did come see me. Said he was down at the Walgreens. Asked me if he came down to Binion's, if I would take a picture with him. I said, sure, come on down. I was there with Sugar. Never saw him. The back of the jail. God. Oh my goodness. No, my God. Could you imagine? They'd be like, we have someone over here conducting surveillance on the back of the jail. Send a couple of units over there to find out what they're doing. I'm just streaming you guys on YouTube. No big deal. That is the downtown Las Vegas Event Center right there on the corner of Carson. No, correct. Well, Carson and Casino Center Boulevard. We're here on Bridger. Make this left. And we'll go northbound. So we come back up here to Carson. Four Queens. I have seen a lot of people online who have said the best bar down here is at Four Queens. And of course that's all anecdotal evidence, but a lot of people say that. So I've never been to the bar inside there. I know they have Chicago Brewing Company in there, which is a chain here in Vegas. They have a location out on the west side of town as well. As we come up to the world famous Fremont Street Experience here on this Saturday night in downtown Las Vegas. The big corner, as I call it. Binion's, Golden Nugget, Fremont Casino, and Four Queens all meet right here. Madison, you're here. Welcome back. As you watch the zipliners go flying by there. Nice, Cheech. That's cool. That's awesome. That's really cool. We'll have to remember that for folks in the future. See if they do the same thing. Crowds, decent. Go up here to Ogden, and we'll make a right. I am going to. I'll end this stream here in just a moment, and we will. I'll take a quick bio break, and then park the car. Well, I'll probably park the car first before I do the other. And then we will go live again and do our mega stream, our Saturday night mega stream from Fremont Street down here. And we hope you'll come join us, especially if you love live music. We'll have live music for you down here on this Saturday night. I went into Gold Spike while I was down here on Wednesday. It's like an arcade in there. I had no idea. I thought they had gaming in there. They don't. It's just like an arcade. They had like cornhole and a few arcade games and stuff. Tony Breslin, welcome. He will be here in a little over a week. All the way from Ireland. Looking forward to meeting you, Tony. Sam on Facebook just reported that Vegas hit 40 million visitors. I thought we were like 37 mil or something like that, because the high was like 42 mil. But now we're at like 30. Last I saw was like 37 for last year or something, which would have been down for sure. But Hennessy's Tavern over there, Mint 400 Boulevard. So look what they did. They threw the name up there on the traffic light mast on right above Fremont Street Experience there. Look at the old Caprice, two-door Caprice too. Usually you didn't see many of those. Usually they were the four-door Caprices. And he's got the hydraulics, of course. No, so the dedicated turn lane here, not functional or something right now. And we will be, we'll head to Whiskey Liquor, of course, and check out the bar ambiance at Whiskey Liquor. Obi-Wan is back. Welcome, Obi-Wan. Love seeing you guys. Familiar faces, well, familiar names. And guys, please check out my beautiful wife's channel, Cinnamon and Jupiter. She does awesome astrology and spirituality videos right here on YouTube. Very, very cool stuff. Cinnamon and Jupiter. Common spelling. Christopher, are you ready to have some fun tonight? Christopher J. Brooks. This is the site of where all the craziness goes down, usually on Friday nights for sure. Sometimes Saturday nights too. They're advertising a cheesy Ryder slice of pizza and a beer still for $8 over there at Evil Pie. We love Brother Obi-Wan all the way from down under. How was the painting, buddy? Did you get everything done? Obi-Wan's been doing some home renovations this week. I'm going to make a left here because I'm going to circle back. I want to get started on the Fremont live stream ASAP. So we won't visit Fremont East tonight. I want to be able to bring you guys Fremont Street here in just a moment. El Cortez has been here since 1941. Certainly longer than I have. And their hotel. And you have the Ogden over here, which is a private residence. Evil Pie, yes, right on, Angie, on Facebook, right on. Evil Pie. Yeah, so I'm going to take a quick bio break, and I will park the car, and then I will be right back, and I hope you guys will please come join me. And also my buddy Mike, Vids from Mike, right here on YouTube. Definitely throw him a like and subscribe. We love our brother Mike. A very scary part. Yes, absolutely, Missy. There's a lot that goes on down there. And almost every time we've driven down there, we've almost always seen, a unit or two with someone pulled over. It's so commonplace on Fremont East to see that sort of thing. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it, and I will be right back in about 15 minutes. So I hope you're able to come back and join us. We'll be live walking Fremont Street in the Fremont Street Experience. And as always, remember here on the Vegas Don channel, it is the journey where what happens in Vegas stays right here on the Vegas Don channel on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Rumble, and Facebook. Hope to see you again in about 15 minutes, you guys.